Everyone do their best, Jeff Bridges. There it is. He's chewing. He's always chewing, but he's not.
A man who always chews but never eats.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 61 of the Up Real Late podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined by Tim McGavick today. As usual.
As usual. I'm here.
God.
Let's do this.
And Tyler Switulski.
Glad to be here.
Glad you're here,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Rude.
Adam Franey also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Franey's here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run down some of the topics we're going to be discussing on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to be talking about our last seen movie this week. And our review of the week is Hell or High Water, starring Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, Ben Foster. And a couple of trailers came out this week we're going to talk about, including American Pastoral, starring Ewan McGregor, and the latest film from Rob Zombie called 31. So we're going to talk about those later. If you do want to skip ahead to any of those topics, you can go in the description box below on YouTube, and you can click on any of the timestamps, and you can skip ahead. Also, don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get into our last scenes, gentlemen. I think Tim's going to want to start us off this week.
Sure.
Is that the unplugged?
Yep. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
That's singing.
Tim, what do you got for us?
I have to thank you, Scott. Because a few weeks ago, you blew my mind by telling me that I love Westerns, which I never even realized that I do.
How did you not realize that?
I mean, two of my top 5 movies are Westerns.
You didn't know?
No.
We all knew.
So apparently I love Westerns. So I went out and watched a Western.
Really?
The Three Burials of Melquiades Estrada, 2005. Written by Guillermo Arriaga.
Tomorrow.
Directed by Tommy Lee Jones. Starring Tommy Lee Jones, Barry Pepper, January Jones, Melissa Leo, and Julio Cedillo, who played, you guys remember Sicario? He's the big bad drug dealer that they're going after. That guy.
The dinner table scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That guy.
Oh.
Plays a good guy in this one.
2005?
2005.
Whoa.
That's recent. I thought you were going to say, like, from that title, like 1964.
Three
Yeah.
Burials of Melquiades Estrada. So an old rancher works to keep his promise to his Mexican friend and co-worker that should he die, he'd take him back to his hometown in Mexico to be buried. So essentially, Tommy Lee Jones
Sick.
plays an old-timer, and not an old-timer, he's an old rancher. Barry Pepper is a border control officer. January Jones is his wife, and Julio Cedillo is the Mexican friend / co-worker of Tommy Lee Jones. Barry
You
Pepper.
can just say friend / coworker. You don't have to say Mexican.
It's Mexican.
friend.
It's important he's Mexican because he's being taken back to Mexico.
Racist, too.
So basically, what happens is Barry Pepper, one of his first days out on patrol, accidentally shoots Julio Cedillo and buries him. And then it gets found out that he's the one that did it, and Tommy Lee Jones pretty much like kidnaps him and has him travel to Mexico with him to bury his friend properly in his hometown.
Shit.
Pretty good movie. Pretty good movie.
Pretty good. Not
I like
amazing.
westerns. No, it's not. It's not amazing. But it is shot like really interestingly because it's not shot in like order. It kind of there's like quick flashbacks of Tommy Lee Jones and Julio, like their relationship. You kind of see stuff that's happened with them and why they're best friends, and it's kind of like it's not even like a clear flashback. It just kind of like to be like a scene happening, and then it'll just like cut to a scene from like months ago of them like talking, and then cut back again.
Yeah, it wouldn't do the, like, reminisce. They're, like, talking about, yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah, it just...
And it would fade into, like,
Exactly.
flashback.
Yeah,
It was just,
literally
like, straight cuts.
cut. I'm like, at first I was confused. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
I'm sure you got it pretty quick.
Yeah, I did.
Ty would be lost.
Ty would be lost.
Timelines have to be linear.
Some people
for me.
like their hands held when they watch movies.
I recommend if you guys are going to watch this, watch it with subtitles because the Spanish parts are not subtitled alone. You have to like turn on subtitles to get it, so you have to see English subtitles. Because Tommy Lee Jones speaks fluent Spanish. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Did not know that.
What?
Doesn't surprise me though, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then him and Julio talk in, I guess, it's Spanish or Mexican. I guess
Spanish tongue.
their dialect throughout the whole movie whenever they're together.
Interesting.
And then interesting happens with the corpse, because obviously he has the corpse of his friend for 3 days, and he keeps like unwrapping it, so you just see like this face is just like puffed out, and the eyes are all gooeyed out, and like flies are eating his friend's face and stuff. It's crazy.
I'm in.
But it's good. I liked it a lot, actually.
That shocked me. Like, when you were reading the synopsis, I think meant his friend was dying.
No.
And he just wanted to bring him to Mexico to die.
Bring a corpse across the border. Yeah.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
That's
And to get this corpse into
dark.
Mexico.
But it's pretty solid. And Barry Peppers is pretty good. Some pretty outrageous things happen with him because he's trying to get away from Tommy Lee Jones. So he's like running away, and he's
Terrifying.
like, Tommy Lee Jones has like taken his boots, so he's just like running across like a hot desert with like just his feet. He's like ripping his pants off to like tie it around his feet. Like, the guy just gets fucked.
Does he ever run through a sewer tunnel and then
No.
say, "I'm in"?
I don't care.
If only.
But
What are you hitting it with, Timmy?
I'm gonna hit it with a heavy 3.
Sounds about right from
Yeah.
your description.
Heavy 3.
Sounds about right.
Heavy 3.
I have to ask: does it give you? Do you want to see The Homesman now? Tommy Lee Jones directed
Yeah, I'm gonna keep-
Western.
Might as well.
2014.
I like
watching
westerns, and
westerns.
Tommy Lee Jones is like perfect for like this type of like role where he plays like a rancher. I'm like, he's fucking
Perfect.
great. Like in No Country, also considered a western.
Literally
technically.
perfect.
He's perfect in that movie. So good.
Also, our review of the week. Considered a Western.
Considered western. That's why I did it.
We'll get into that later. So I got into a little debate while I was watching it with my cousins.
It's a western.
really?
I'd say it's a western. It's not like a cowboys and
It's a modern day western. Just because it's not the 1800s, it can still be a western.
Yeah.
Ty, what do you got for us this week?
Well, I'll tell you what I got. There was something I was going to watch. Would have been a great tie-in, but I didn't have time. I didn't have the movie, so I'll say that for next week. You guys will like it.
Okay.
This one, not so much. The USS Enterprise crew explores the furthest reaches of uncharted space, where they encounter a new ruthless enemy who puts them and everything the Federation stands for to the test.
Ty's catching up on his 2
Wrath
weeks that he
of
missed.
Khan.
That's it. Yeah, what? No. This would be Star Trek Beyond 2016.
It's like you never were gone for those
It's like
2
I
weeks.
was always here. Your worst nightmare.
We thought we could get away from your reviews for these movies.
That's it. Nope. That's it. 2 weeks in a row.
We overlooked the last scenes part of our show.
Yep.
There's a
You
loophole.
snuck him in there.
I
There's a
knew it.
loophole.
I knew this weasel would find him. Right?
Good movie. Did not like it as much as the other two.
Okay.
There was some things that I disagreed with that I wouldn't say are necessarily spoilerish, so I'm going to say them. Why the fuck were there no Klingons in this movie? They literally spent that was like my big problem with this. They spent the first 2 movies building up to this Klingon war. And I'm assuming you guys talked about this.
That's why I'm laughing. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just laughing because we said this exact thing.
Idris Elba, who I think would have played a great Klingon.
Yep.
What the hell happened?
Right.
Like, why they had all this build up and there was nothing.
Right.
So
I
that
think there was backlash from the Klingon community.
yeah, I think that, they were very
They
vocal about
they
it.
were they were vocal about how they were being portrayed. So
Yeah. So they just
Ooh.
they did that.
Yeah,
so,
in the cast on IMDb it says like Klingon beside their name. Like, why do you have to say Klingon? Everyone else just has their name.
Can't they just be like regular space? Like
I don't get it.
so Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Carl Urban, Zoe Saldana, Simon Pegg, John Cho, Anton Yelchin, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Idris Elba, Sofia Boutella, and then it goes down.
it goes down,
Yeah.
down.
I'd say great performances from everyone. I thought they all did pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
Tie-in.
I was missing
Pine.
Yeah, Chris Pine.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Not the
This guy's good.
yeah.
Wow.
So I felt like it was missing the J.J. Abrams flair. Like, it felt like it was just missing something.
You're a Justin Lin fan, are you not?
He usually does the horrors, doesn't he?
No.
James Wan.
James Wan.
Close.
James Wan.
The other Fast and Furious
The
too.
Fast and
Yeah.
Furious.
We did Fast and Furious 3 through 6.
Yeah.
I like those.
I think he did. Did you Tokyo Drift as well? I think.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I hated that one.
Oh, good. Me too.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
one was terrible.
Yeah.
I liked it.
They were okay.
Nope.
They were okay after
Nope.
that, but yeah, I guess that just the Klingon thing was I couldn't get over that the
Can't get
entire
past
time.
So the one thing that you hate the
agree.
most about this movie is something that's not even in the movie.
Yeah. And, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
There's
and-
more
Yeah, that's
what
fair.
was missing
That's
than what we
fair.
were.
Yeah. Other than that, like the CG, I thought was pretty good. I like that they actually went like they weren't on the actual ship this time. Like, it was
I have to ask you.
yeah.
Did you like how sabotage was used in the context of the movie in the
You know what?
climax?
I didn't hate it. I thought I would just
Yeah.
because we keep like hearing this song over.
It's my
and
favorite
over
part
again.
of the movie.
Yeah, I
I
actually
hated it in the trailer,
yeah.
obviously, because it just didn't really like it was stupid in the
It's
trailer.
like we've seen this before. Why are you doing it again?
But it's actually like
I thought it was a funny like conceit of like a way of using the song.
Yeah, so it wasn't just like
Alien. I don't know. It's just so random.
it wasn't just that
I
it
liked
was
it, though.
there.
Yeah.
They actually used it well.
Mhm.
So that I actually thought I was gonna hate it, but I didn't. I love the character development between Zachary Quinto and Carl Urban. I thought that was
Yep.
really cool because like they've always had like a
That
back
was
and forth in the
Good
movies.
chemistry. Yeah.
Yeah, but then like seeing them actually together, I thought that was really cool.
Well, usually it's been like Carl Urban, like Bones and Kirk
Yeah,
Yes.
going back and forth.
yeah,
And now we get to see Spock and
Yeah.
Bones, which is kind of nice to see.
yeah. I think they had really good chemistry. I love the nod to Leonard Nimoy. I thought that was pretty cool.
Refresh my memory.
They said that Ambassador like Spock died or whatever.
Oh, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
And so like he's going through like Ambassador Spock's like personal belongings, and then there's like a photo of like the original crew from the TV show.
Yeah.
And so and he's like looking back and he's like, oh, that's cool. Like, I thought
It
that
was a well done like tribute
yeah. I thought it wasn't like too
within
much.
the movie, within the context of the movie.
Yeah, it was like
It wasn't just like
yeah.
weirdly like shoehorned.
How about Chekhov having like the biggest role of the 3 movies that he's had?
Yeah, I thought he was
in
like.
Wake of his
I liked
crazy.
seeing his character, like seeing what he could do. Like Simon Pegg, I thought was fantastic. Sophia Boutella, she was really. I liked her in this. I was kind of pissed off in the trailers because I don't know, her character kind of angered me, but in the movie, I liked it.
Jayla.
Yeah, Jayla.
Did you hear?
No, what?
Simon Pegg said they named her Jayla like after J Law, like Jennifer Lawrence, because they based her character off her character in Winter's Bone.
Really?
So yeah, her name's like.
I gotta see Winter's
J-Law.
Bone.
Her character's
I guess.
name is J-Law.
I have
If
to.
you didn't
Okay.
realize. Yeah.
I did not realize that. I'm gonna have to
Hilarious.
go check that out.
In the original script, it was written Jennifer Lawrence in Winter's Bone. That was like her name.
No way.
That's what Simon Pegg said. Yeah. Outrageous.
I like
Hey,
that.
Jennifer Lawrence in Winter's Bone.
I like that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, overall, I was impressed with it. I liked it.
What are you
What are
hitting
you
it with?
reeling it, bud?
I'm gonna hit this with a light 4.
Solid.
solid,
Solid
Yeah.
review. Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, Adam,
I guess it's my turn to
pull up your memory banks, will ya?
tell you the last movie I saw.
Let me tell ya.
Let me read off a synopsis. We'll see if Ty can get it, because I'm sure the other
I
two
hate this game.
Just
will.
forewarning, I think I know what it is, but just putting that out there.
What? How?
I don't know.
Someone.
I have an inkling. I have a feeling. I could be wrong.
Okay. I'm scared. Oh my god. Okay. This is so obvious. When a teenage girl is possessed by a
Knew it.
mysterious
Fucking knew it.
by a mysterious entity, her mother seeks help. The help of 2 priests to save her daughter.
The Exorcist.
Moneyball.
I watched Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Moneyball. Best Picture nominated. No, I watched The Exorcist for you regular humans who are listening. Scott, I have to ask. How'd you know, bud?
You were talking about it this week.
I was?
Yeah.
What? How?
For some reason, you were talking about The Exorcist.
I think you said you hadn't seen it. I think that was why
We were talking about it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You said it was 3 hours, and then you found out it was only 2. I'm like, how did you find out?
Damn it.
So smart.
And
Alright.
you watched The French Connection this week too.
I
I'm like-
tipped you off. I thought maybe...
I'm like, there's no, like, you had to have watched The Exorcist.
We did. Okay, so directed by William Friedkin, also known for French Connection and To Live and Die in L.A. Literally the only 2 movies I've heard of. He's done like 20. Never heard of any of the other ones. obviously as well as The Exorcist. Starring Ellen Burstyn. Max von Sydow had no idea.
Yep.
I guess that's common knowledge that
Yeah.
he's in this. Had no idea. Lee J. Cobb, Kitty Wynn, Linda Blair, among others.
Oscar nominee Linda
Oh.
Blair.
This puppy was up for everything.
Yeah, it
Literally every Oscar. Best Picture nominee, Best Film Editing, Best Set Decoration, Best Cinematography, Best Director, Best Actress in a Supporting Role, Linda Blair, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Jason Miller, Best Actress, Best Sound, so one Best Sound and Best Adapted Screenplay.
Get wrecked.
The 1974 Oscars, and commonly known as this and Sixth Sense, the only true horror movies to be up for Best Picture. Some say Silence of the
Silence of
Lambs.
Lambs.
Is that? I would call that like a crime thriller. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'd say horror.
It's like a horror thriller.
And Jaws. People also say Jaws. That it was a horror movie.
Would even Sixth Sense be considered a horror? I don't know, it's kind of off the like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I
Okay.
think right.
I don't know.
I'd say it's more
Sixth
thriller.
Sense? Horror?
It's
Yeah.
not scary.
Like full horror? I don't.
I do.
I mean, it's not
Do you,
like 31
Tim?
or anything.
Anyway, we'll save that for later. This movie, as I've made clear to the listeners, haunted house films, not my cup of tea,
Not your jam,
not my jam.
but
But this movie is fucking amazing. I loved it. Not only, and this is the big key, not only was it terrifying, and let me be clear, I was terrified. Watched it in the dark with my cousin Jake, like 2 a.m. Absolutely terrified. It was unsettling. It's a great movie. The performances, fan-fucking-tastic. Linda Blair was amazing. I can't believe it. I don't know how old she was exactly.
I
Like,
think she was like 15 or 16.
right, I was gonna say like 15, let's say. Incredible.
Performance of a lifetime.
Incredible. Has everyone seen it here? What's
Yes.
the deal?
I've seen it like a while ago.
Yeah, I saw it when I was like 14.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
don't-
long time ago.
When it came out.
When it came out, yeah.
It deserves a rewatch from
Yeah.
that part for sure.
It's still pretty fresh in my mind, even though I saw it a long ass time.
You've seen
ago.
it?
Oh yeah,
Amazing. You all love it, I assume?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Terrified me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my big thing, like, movies like The Conjuring and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this is scary, but is it up to snuff on, like, the other parts of movie making?
Filmmaking.
Yeah. Like, I gave those, like, 3s. The acting, like, is just incredible. Ellen Burstyn is, like, amazing as the mother. Like,
She's always good.
her range is incredible. She goes from like loving mother to like panicked, paranoid victim to like angry, aggressive person, like seamlessly. I was just astonished. And Max von Sydow, I was like, okay, he looks the same age he is now. Is he
73.
100 years old?
This guy is a Highlander.
I'm like, there's that, but it's a testament to the makeup. I thought the makeup was fantastic. It's not like that terrible, like rubbery, like saggy, like obvious old people makeup. It was great makeup.
Mhm.
I think he was.
He had makeup?
40. Yeah, like old. He had like an old man makeup thing on. You don't remember that? You didn't know that? Yeah, his hair.
been a while.
That's what I'm saying. Like he looks. What he looks like today in like Force Awakens, he looks like in The Exorcist. So I'm like, what the fuck? Does he not age? And beautifully shot, as obviously nominated
Cinematography.
best cinematography. Watched on Blu-ray, gorgeous. Like I was stunned by the colors and just the composition of each shot. Like the opening in shot on location in Iraq was like beautiful. They flew in this demonic statue for the demon Pazuzu. And there's just the like setup shots of that statue were like stunning. It's on like a mountain in the desert, beautiful. Max von Sydow walking through there, I was like, beauty.
Nice.
And yeah, I can only say that this is a 5 bang.
Shit.
Spoiler alert.
I think I gave this a 4, but that's like just based off my memory of having seen it when I was like 14.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
definitely worth a rewatch.
I'd be shocked if you guys don't 5-bang it. I mean, it's just the blueprint for... That's another thing. Like, there's a scene where Ellen Burstyn's walking through her attic with a candle.
Oh, was it the mice?
Yeah.
The scratching sound? Oh, yeah, I remember that scene.
And the sound design was
Yeah.
incredible, actually,
Yeah.
now that you mention it. There's, like... It's so subtle and, like, nuanced, the scares. Like, there's these little things. Like, a breeze comes through a crack in the attic, and her candle flame just kind of, like, explodes, but it's only for a second, and they don't even focus on it. Like, blink and you'll miss it. The candle flame just, like, woof, just, like, bursts in this huge, big flame, and then it's gone, and another character's just like, hello, and just kind of, like, startles her from, like, under the attic. And, just little scenes when she's in the kitchen, there'll be like a power outage, and she's like, what the hell was that? And you just see like this demon face like blink, like the Pazuzu face, like an iconic thing. Like, I was horrified.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you gotta rewatch it, it's amazing.
That spider walk scene was terrifying. That's like
Yes.
that's always like engraved into my mind, so I'll never ever forget that.
Well, it's funny, a lot of iconic things from this movie I noticed are literally like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Like that thing I thought happened because I seen it growing up.
yeah,
I thought it was like gonna be like an action sequence.
huge part.
We're like, oh, they're gonna have to like battle. No, it's
It's
like
gonna have a battle.
I literally thought that.
Literally 5 seconds down the stairs.
I thought that was the climax.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like halfway through the movie, just as the possession's like
Yeah.
beginning. She just like starts crawling down the stairs, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? And like another iconic thing, the score that everyone like, that classic score in the movie for like one scene, I
Yeah.
think. I think like 15 seconds or something. That blew my mind too. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So it's interesting that just little moments became so iconic. But yeah, it's like the Godfather of all horror.
You know how the room gets really cold, I think, at the end, and they have like breath coming out?
Mhm.
They like were pumping that room full of AC, just
I
like
read that. It's amazing.
it got cold in
They like
there.
refrigerated
Yeah.
it was the word. And like, oh yeah, the behind the scenes stories are insane.
Yeah.
I want to see like a documentary about the making of it.
Well, there's a little. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but this movie is Warner Brothers' highest grossing movie adjusted
did.
for inflation. If they ingested it, it's their
I did
highest
read
grossing
that.
movie.
It was huge.
Yeah.
And I think it's like top 5 all time if you adjust for inflation. Maybe like 3rd.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's up there.
Insane.
It's crazy.
But a classic, a masterpiece.
Gotta rewatch. Maybe
Well-
I'll rewatch it tomorrow.
If you
Watch it, boys.
you know it's good when you have paramedics standing on by movie theaters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna jump in next.
Scott,
The last
do me a
scene.
favor. Jump in, right?
A little ironic, the movie I'm doing, considering you just did The Exorcist.
A little erotic, sorry?
Ironic,
Okay, I heard erotic.
because
Just
I
a
did
little erotic.
one of those other movies that no one knows about from William Friedkin.
Killer Joe?
No. I did a little movie
Called The Sorcerer.
called, not The Sorcerer, just Sorcerer.
Oh, what? I guessed it.
1977. It's the story of 4 unfortunate down their luck men from different parts of the world end up in South America, and they agree to transport gallons of nitroglycerin across the jungle in order to put out a massive oil well fire. It's a pretty bizarre plot.
Yeah, it's some bizarre plot.
Yeah.
I thought this was like a fantasy movie.
Yeah, me
Yeah, the
too.
name threw a lot of people off. The movie's called Sorcerer, so like, what do you think it's about, right? But
There's no
Sorcerer is the name of one of the trucks. Basically, they had this. There's this sort of like tradition in South America of these trucks. People would like write names on them, like give them names.
Okay.
One of the trucks' name is Sorcerer. Probably one of the
That
reasons that this movie
Oh.
bombed. Also, this movie came out has the unfortunate, situation of having it come out around the same time as New Hope.
Oh, shit.
Get wrecked.
Get annihilated.
Yeah.
I know this famous shot, the bridge shot, is really famous with the truck right. I'm just
Oh.
looking at the poster. I'm like, that's where that shot's from.
I'm
It's from
going
that
to be
movie.
getting to that.
Okay.
Starring Roy Scheider, who you guys might know from Jaws.
Love him.
Also, The French Connection. Bruno Cremer, Francisco Rabal, and Amadou. Gotta love people that have just one name. So the premise was, and the way this movie starts off with these flashbacks of each one of these 4 characters, or actually, it only has 3 flashbacks. Anyways, they're from different parts of the world. Roy Scheider plays this like mobster, robber. They like rob a church, and they like have to like escape on car. And they like their car crashes, and like everyone dies except for him, and he like has to like basically flee the country and like hide, and so that's how he ends up in South America. And then Bruno Cremer is like this French banker, and he like is gonna go to jail for like bank like fraud. Basically, his company like owes back taxes or something crazy. And Amadou plays this Mexican like car bomber, like terrorist, and they all have these stories where they have to like flee the country and like hide out in South America. And there's actually a fourth character who, let's just say he doesn't last very long, but
the one who doesn't get flashback,
right?
Just like Slipknot.
He basically is Slipknot, but he's an ex-Nazi, and so he's hiding out in South America as well. And let's just say he gets replaced by Francisco Rabal.
That's a good one. Get replaced.
Yeah. But what's interesting about the start of this movie is it's these flashbacks. Like there's no English for like the first 20 minutes.
I'm out.
It's crazy. It's like silent almost. And the one thing I'll get, like the vibe of this movie, it's not like French Connection or like Exorcist or even Live and Die in LA. To Live and Die in LA is fairly straightforward, like plot and stuff.
Streamlined.
This is very like, yeah, it always gets described as existential, but I kept thinking of Terrence Malick, like
really?
Just the way the sort of like all the shots and the pacing of it is really slow. And there's long stretches of no talking at all, and they're just like traveling. They'll be like, one's driving and the other guy gets out and is like guiding him across like a bridge or something, or like through like the jungle and stuff. And there's just lots of intense close-ups and stuff, and it's actually, I really enjoyed it. And there's that famous bridge scene, which they're driving these massive trucks across this really, like you guys just saw the photo, and we'll have the photo on the YouTube video, but of this really sketchy like drawn bridge made of rope and like these really sketchy like wood planks, and they're driving this massive truck over it, and it's dipping at like it's like an inch off the water, and the bridge is like tipping like side by side, and I'm literally on the edge of my seat like, holy shit, what the fuck. And there's some really like intense moments of like violence and stuff that happen, and like some action sequences that get pretty intense. And the whole time, like Roy Scheider is just like, all of them, they got the 5 o'clock shadow, like pretty much the Hell or High Water, like Chris Pine, Ben Foster, like facial hair.
Shit.
They look filthy the whole time.
They look filthy.
The I'm on a job facial hair.
Yeah, they're like sweating buckets, like torn clothes and stuff, and like crazy. Actually, William Friedkin said that this was the hardest film that he had to shoot.
Really?
Was this because they filmed on location in Central America.
I love how he does that. It's sick.
And yeah, it was pretty crazy. It seemed like some of the trivia, like behind the scenes stuff that was going on, like crazy. Like,
this looks like a Steven Spielberg movie.
It does.
Yeah,
Visually.
I'm looking at stills. Like it looks like a Spielberg movie.
Yeah, dude.
And it seemed like a very like
early Spielberg.
The sort of idea, the concept of the film, like it's not your usual kind of like plot. Yeah. 4 random guys from across the world,
bizarre plot,
traveling nitroglycerin across the jungle, just because it was basically too dangerous to go by plane because it could like explode because of the vibration, to put out a oil well fire. It's just really out there, you know what I mean? And
It
I
sounds
kinda
like
liked-
it'd be like an adventure film, is it?
It
Or is
wasn't like fun
It's
though.
not fun.
It wasn't like a fun.
It even almost sounds like a Spielberg like
Yeah,
70s movie.
It does. It's PG.
But it would be like an adventure if you did it, like a fun, like, you know.
yeah, like a
So it's
yeah.
not like a romp.
It's not a romp.
No,
Like I said, it's existential.
that's crazy.
It's
The
like
tagline is "Die really hard."
what?
die really hard.
Yeah,
So
it
it's
really
not
is
a
in
Die Hard
quotes.
tagline?
Well,
Bizarre.
let's just say some people die really hard in this movie.
Jeez.
Like Slipknot style.
So yeah, check it out if you like. I mean, I wanted to watch some more of Friedkin's movies because I really
too.
like To Live and Die in L.A. Exorcism, obviously great. And I liked French Connection. So he has that kind of like
Agreed.
really like gritty, like kind of
That's the best word. Like when I was watching French Connection this week, and I was like, "This is the definition of gritty."
yeah,
Just literal grit, like on the
He
screen.
filmed grit.
Yeah.
just sort of to kind of showing what it's like in like Central America. Like these guys were living in extreme poverty. Like when they were down there, it's just like intense, like hard people. And I do really like the cinematography in it. Like Tim was just showing a couple of photos there, screenshots. Like really, really well shot. And there's lots of really, like I already mentioned, but really intense close-ups. But really intense close-ups of not just their face, but of other things. And it just created this really like intense atmosphere. And I really liked that. So definitely recommend. It's kind of like a hidden classic in my opinion.
Are you gonna watch Blue Chips next? I just read that he did Blue Chips.
Blue Chips.
The
No,
basketball movie.
Classic basketball movie.
maybe.
You haven't heard of it?
I
No.
gotta watch it. I was astonished that he directed it. I just read that right now. And I'm like,
Baffling.
I'm pretty sure Shaq is in it with Gene Hackman. Yeah, Gene Hackman's the basketball coach. Doesn't ring any
No.
bells. Well, watch it, man.
Well, guess I'll have to watch it. Watch out for that Friedkin top 10 list.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to give Sorcerer 4 out of 5.
A 4-bang.
4 out of 5 reels. I enjoyed it.
I'm in.
I feel like it could have been more of a classic if
It didn't get any
it was a bit
invoked.
more like adventurous. It wasn't so like intense.
Challenging?
Yeah. Like I enjoyed that, but it's hard to like really, I don't know. It could have been more of a classic. And also, this guy had so much struggles in casting people for this movie because everyone wanted to like shoot it in North America, and he's like, "We're going on location, Central America. You're gonna be driving this truck through the jungle for like months."
Great.
Now, all his first choice, second choice, third choice actors were like, "No."
Yeah, I was just
He
reading
got,
that
like,
it was supposed to be like Steve McQueen and two,
Yeah.
two other guys, and then Steve McQueen dropped out, and then two other guys like refused to be billed next to anyone besides Steve McQueen. So they're like, we're dropping out too.
Also, sorry, just before I finish, William Friedkin got malaria from this movie, from filming this movie.
William Friedkin's a psychopath. I was reading Exorcist stories.
Also-
He's a psycho.
Half the crew had to go home over the course of the filming because they either got malaria, got sick, injury, all that stuff
Holy
like that.
shit.
Because it was like intense, like on location shooting. Like
It was all worth it when they opened against Star Wars and got crushed.
I wrote down, they made $9 million at the box office, cost $21 million to make.
Oh.
$21 million to make. That bridge scene alone, the bridge cost $1 million. They built the bridge.
Just
and
the actual bridge itself.
The bridge. Well, it wasn't just a rickety bridge,
What was
right? It was like pretty highly
High tech.
engineered.
Oh, this bridge looks pretty good. Let's try
The
this
safety
one.
controls and stuff. But the first time they built it over a raging river, right? And then, never before that's happened in 100 years, there was a drought, and the river went dry.
Holy shit.
They had to move the whole bridge to another bridge, and then the water level went down again, or to another river. Sorry, they moved the bridge to another river. The same thing happened, and William Friedkin's like, "All right, we're shooting it." So we
Okay.
got like helicopters to like fly nearby, so it would like push the current, like the air of the rotors would,
Again,
would,
madman.
would cause the current to like flow
Oh
faster.
my god.
So they shot it like that. Yeah.
A psychopath.
He is
Bizarre.
a psychopath,
Yeah, he went to the premiere with malaria. So
yeah.
he was diagnosed after the premiere.
Oh.
Psycho.
shit.
All right, let's move on into our review of the week. This week we
Did
got.
you rate this?
Sorry.
Did you rate this?
A 4.
You- you-
Open yours.
Oh, 4 to 5 reels, boy.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Hell or High Water,
Hmm.
starring Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, Ben Foster, Gil Birmingham, directed by David Mackenzie. You got a little Tim Nassas, Tim?
I forgot again. But
The story.
story is two brothers who are searching for money quick. They need $42,000 to pay off a loan from the bank so they can keep their mom's property.
Yes.
Start to rob banks to get that money. Hot on the trail is a almost retired
Texas Ranger.
Texas Ranger played by Jeff Bridges.
And his partner, Gil Birmingham.
Yep.
A modern day Western, one might say.
Modern day Western.
What do you guys think of Hell or High Water? Tim, I think I better start with you.
Why?
I do love Westerns. And I love this movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No
hiding
small talk. You're just gonna fucking
Jump
Performances were great. I thought it looked fantastic. Some pretty intense scenes. Yeah, just simple. Like it wasn't like an overly complex movie, but like what it was doing, it did fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in.
Oh
This movie's great.
Yeah.
fuck!
Well executed.
Very
And you know what? I felt while I was watching it? Like, it just felt real. Like, these conversations that these characters are having, like the little jabs,
Natural, like
the jabs back and forth. It just
Yeah.
felt natural. Yeah,
organic.
Like Chris Pine and Ben Foster's like relationship, like felt like I understood. Like, it just felt real. You know?
Because you had that brother that went to prison.
Yeah, like Ben Foster plays. He went to jail basically for shooting his own father.
Yeah.
Spoiler? Not really.
No, it's like the first 2
In
minutes.
a
of the movie.
hunting accident.
Yeah.
Happens off camera, not a spoiler.
Yeah.
It's my rule.
And he's gotten out of jail, and he's sort of like, kind of like crazy, like off the rails, like hot-headed
Yeah, he's hot.
of the brother. Chris Pine's a little bit more level-headed, but I believe their relationship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're back and forth, and it's just those little moments. Like, for example, there's one time when Chris Pine like woke him up, like he put his hand, and then
Yeah.
he just like he like tried to like fight him. He was like going crazy, and then he just like sat up. And he was like, "Morning."
Hilarious. I watched it with my girlfriend Ashley. When that scene happened, she turned to me and she's like, "That was pretty much what Ty was like."
Oh my god!
Because we woke Ty up once and he like freaked out. And it's almost that.
Apparently, that's what I do every time I wake up.
You just freak out.
Yeah.
You're Ben Foster in this movie. basically.
Apparently.
And I believed like Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham, like Jeff Bridges jabs at his partner just cracked me up.
Yeah. My audience was like laughing the whole time.
Yeah. I was just
And-
laughing quite a bit.
I will say, like before, I like when you guys jump in. This movie's surprisingly funny. I did not think it was going to be this funny.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of comedic moments in this movie
Yeah.
of just like their characters like back and forth. Like I love that.
Yeah.
I was laughing. I was laughing hard, but I really enjoyed it. Ty, your thoughts?
Before,
Hated it.
when I found out we were going to go watch this movie, I did not remember what this movie was.
You thought it was Alicia Vikander and Michael Fassbender.
Yes. Yes, I
I thought it was
did.
that other one.
Because those were our options. I got them mixed up. They both involved water in the title.
Did you think it was Finest Hours with Chris Pine and Ben Foster?
So I actually thought it was. Yeah.
And, you know, Hell or High Water. There's water in that movie.
Finest
Right, Ben
Hours.
Foster was in that too.
That would be a good title for that movie, too.
I
Hell or High Water.
Hell or High Water. I will not see that movie.
So I was like, I quickly watched the trailer. I was like, I gotta watch what we're gonna watch. So I watched the trailer for it, and I was like, okay, this looks well shot. Looks pretty good. And I
Looks
went,
okay.
and then I saw it. Well, there wasn't an overly amount of like guns, car chases, or fire, so it didn't grab me right away.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
But then, but after watching it, I love this movie. Just like especially Chris Pine.
He's one of us.
Yeah.
Like his performance is just phenomenal in this.
Great.
Like you see him in like a couple of things. He's like, yeah, okay, Chris Pine was, he was in that movie. But then this, like, he was in this movie. Like it was very, very good.
He acted.
He did.
He's
I
not
didn't see
getting a lot
Kirk.
of buzz either. Like people are loving Ben Foster and Jeff
Yeah.
Bridges
Yeah.
because they.
That's to be expected,
yeah.
though.
But like
They
Chris
have the
Pine
flashier.
Yeah.
He
People
was
are
great in
dumb,
this.
Chris Pine was very, very good.
Yeah. So overall, this movie I loved.
Nice. Adam?
Guys, I'd hate to break it to you, but I too love this movie. It's fucking fantastic. We got all four on the same page. It's been a while.
Yeah,
It has
It's
been a while.
It was great. I don't know what else to say. It was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do. I was telling my
So many great scenes.
after I saw it with my cousins. I was saying like probably my favorite modern western since No Country for Old Men. Like, has there been a better one? I don't know if there's been another one, but because I was gonna say favorite western, but I thought like Django, Hateful Eight, they're up there, but definitely best present day.
Modern,
Yeah.
Chris Pine was fantastic, and I think I've told you guys I'm not a big Chris Pine fan.
Yeah.
But I told you guys this. I just think he's always just kind of like there, like you said.
Yeah.
He's just like faceless movie star. For
I
me.
still love him, though. That's the thing, so that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He played his role just fantastically in this. Ben Foster, going into it, I was telling my cousins, like, me and my buddy Tim love Ben Foster,
Yeah.
like, great actor. And they're like, yeah, like, what's he been in? I couldn't think of anything. I'm like,
That's- I
Angel
know him.
from
Warcraft.
X-Men and Warcraft. Those are literally the only things I could think of.
Warcraft is rap.
And I'm like, now, he's terrible in both of those. Don't judge him off
I don't
that.
know why I love him, but I love him.
Yeah, walking out of the theater, like, you were right, that guy's fucking incredible. I'm like, yes, he's incredible, thank you.
Hilarious.
He's, like, chubbed up for this, I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
it's on
definitely
purpose.
gained weight for this role.
Yeah, it must be. It's looking grimy, fucking, ugh.
The handlebar mustache.
Ugh.
The, like, 10 o'clock shadow.
10 o'clock shadow, that's good. Yeah, I don't know, it was awesome. Like you guys said, I wasn't expecting the humor. Oh, first of all, didn't even know what it was about.
Yeah.
I hadn't even seen like a TV spot, I think once. It was like 30 seconds. Didn't know Jeff Bridges was in it. Had no idea.
Yeah.
I was looking at the opening credits. I'm like, Jeff Bridges, what? And he's in it for like most of the movie. Like, he's the main character. I was like, wow, he's fantastic, obviously. I loved his, like you guys said, the banter between him and his partner.
I actually
Amazing.
believed it, too. Like, it was good.
Yeah, it seemed very genuine, and like it also seemed so authentic when he said like, "You're gonna miss me," like when you're standing over my grave, and his partner like rolls over and he's like pretending to be mad, but you can tell like it's kind of like the game that they play.
Yeah.
Like that was so like super authentic. I love that.
Amazing.
And I thought there's so many like great moments, like when Ben Foster pulls up to the gas station and Chris Pine's inside the gas station.
That was so good.
Amazing.
That was so,
I've never
like-
seen a better use of like get annihilated.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
you think there's 10 of me, boy?
Like, I saw that and I was just like,
fucking
it,
bam.
right away it reminded me of Drive. 'Cause, like, that was such a brutal smack.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
running through my
For the-
mind, I'm like, yeah, elevator stomp scene.
So for the listeners who may not know, it's like basically Ben Foster's sitting in the car while Chris Pine goes into the gas station to pay or whatever, and these two like douchebags like pull up in like a neon green Challenger, and they just start like causing shit, like showing a gun, like you want to fight, bro, like to Ben Foster, and then Chris Pine just
Comes out of nowhere.
steps in and fucks him up.
It's like he literally just jumps in and starts just bashing his face off the car, punching him in the face, giving him a couple kicks.
Ben Foster doesn't even flinch.
No.
Literally
Perfect.
doesn't move a muscle. He's
Chris
like,
Pine, just a fucking psycho.
I love how he runs. He's like not finished. He walks around the back of the car
Yeah.
to like kill the other guy, and he's like, "No, you had it coming. Kill him. I don't care."
Picks up the gun,
Spare me.
just like throws it, and he's like, "You're learning." That was awesome.
And just even in that moment, you still see that like brotherly bond. They're driving away. He's like, "What? You give me Dr. Pepper?"
Yeah.
That's from.
No, you didn't get Dr. Pepper. You got
Yeah.
Mr. Pep.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing.
Assholes drink Mr. Pep. He's like, "Drink up."
That's what I loved about this movie is that those little like
Little-
little comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like funny, quirky, like
People would
comments.
just overlook and not put in there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like the character building.
Yeah.
And you just know, like, obviously we'll get into it in spoilers, but you just know all that character building is so
Gonna
they
lead
can
to
lead
something.
into a climax.
Yeah.
And climax is fucking
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah.
The last
end of
like
this
20
movie?
minutes, like not even just like the very end. The last like probably 20 minutes,
Yeah.
amazing.
Absolutely outstanding.
Also loved like at the beginning, like the first bank robbery or like the first couple, Ben Foster was like cracking me up. I was in stitches.
Yeah.
When he's like jumps on that table and he's like crouched in front of the girl. He's like, grab his gun. And Chris Pine just puts the gun like beside the old man.
he just grabs it like
half
still
a
within
foot away.
arm's reach. Like,
oh, amazing. And when he comes running out of the other bank and he's like, start the car! And all the bills are like flying out of his jacket. Fucking amazing.
Oh, great.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get to spoilers so we can talk about the last bank robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do we want to give our ratings and get into spoilers then? Tim?
Heavy 4.
Ooh!
I loved it.
Not a 5?
Not 5. Heavy 4.
5?
this would be a 4.
6.
Heavy 4.
Heavy
Frame,
4.
Man.
Heavy 4 for Scott.
Heavy 4s all around.
Yeah.
And I will say,
Time.
this is the first movie of this year that I could see getting a Best Picture like buzz. It's gonna be a long shot, so obviously
I don't
very
think it
early.
will, just because there's like a lot of like.
I wouldn't put
classic-
money on it.
yeah.
Like I honestly
early.
don't think it will.
I could see like Ben Foster supporting or something.
Right.
They're talking Jeff Bridges supporting is the buzz right
Oh,
now.
I could definitely see
Yeah.
that.
I can see nominations for Best
Just
Picture.
because he's so like old and hasn't done a good movie in a while, it's just like, of course, that is.
Guys,
what
he
it would
did R.I.P.D. Like, what are you?
be. He said he hasn't done a good
That was
movie
like 7 years
in a
ago.
while.
Yeah, let's move on into spoilers then. I want to talk about that last bank robbery where they kind of changed their plans up at the last minute because they go to one bank. They need to get that final. They need to do a final stretch of bank robberies to get to that 42,000, and they go to the one bank that they're planning on going to, and it's closed. It's locked.
Yeah.
And then so they change their plans. They go to Post. The town's called Post, and it's kind of running parallel to Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham.
Yeah.
How they're like trying to figure out where they're gonna go hit next, and they're like Jeff Bridges is like, it's gotta be Post, and so they're like both going to Post, but when they show up to the bank,
Yeah. Oh my god, hilarious.
it's fucking payday. And they walk into the bank and there's like 30 people.
It's a full bank.
That was the funniest thing I've ever
And you can tell the look in their eyes are like, oh shit.
Shit,
love
what
when-
day is it?
They walk in, guns drawn, no one sees them. They're all just like in line looking at the desk. There's like that split second where like they like walk in, gun first. Everyone like no one's even looking. Like, hey, we're here. And everyone's like,
Amazing.
oh fuck.
Get on the ground.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Fucking
And just
And all of Texas retaliates.
yeah, when they get out, when they come out and
Holy
literally
shit.
welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
Like
Street
every citizen
justice.
has a permit to carry or
There's like
right
a
to carry.
convoy of 5 people that follow them for like
just chasing
4
them
miles.
in trucks.
I love the like intensity in that inside the bank when Ben Foster's like going off the rails, and then you just the lid pops off. Like you just see the security guard run up and he just blows him away.
Yeah.
Like 4 shots. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
And the other citizen that has
Yeah.
the gun,
Yeah.
just
Yep.
point blank
You
headshot.
knew how
Point-
now has a hole in his face.
Blew his face away.
Yeah.
I literally had a physical reaction. I grabbed my head. I'm like, oh no. And then the girl texts like her boyfriend, I guess, and his
Yeah.
buddy say they're robbing the bank. Come on down. Got the neighborhood watch with fucking like magnums drawn.
I'm pretty sure it's like they just leave and it's just like everyone's like, hey, those guys robbing people, and then every citizen in the town just grabs their gun and
It's like-
starts unloading on their truck.
It's like never
Good.
rob like a gun store.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like, because
yeah.
they'll just everyone will pull a gun out and kill you.
It's like never
Yeah.
rob Texas.
yeah, basically.
never
Yeah.
do robberies in Texas, or you will be shot.
Amazing. I love that whole sequence.
Yeah, that whole like when Ben Foster, they're finally like a few miles ahead of him, and then they stop the truck, and Ben Foster like gets out and just has like a machine gun with like a
Oh.
magazine like clipped to it, so he just flips it over and like sticks it back in. I was like, fuck.
Double. Yeah, you like
I was like, fucking this
tape
guy
2
is
clips
insane.
together. Oh, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like goosebumps.
The shot of him just like walking is like,
Oh, he's like,
Badass.
all right, hang on
Fuck.
here. Just unflips the
made
suitcase.
He walks out so slow too, like so
Yeah.
confident.
yeah.
Just zero
He just
hesitance.
had that like
doesn't
that
smirk.
swagger,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which was awesome.
and it was hilarious watching the entire Texas like gang shit their pants and
Yeah.
like run for their life.
That just felt like
incredible.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Like that
Like
whole
real.
sequence,
Yeah.
that whole chase thing,
Texas is
Perfect.
fucking insane.
and how like that kind of led into they had two cars to like split
Yeah.
up, which was smart.
Oh, it was like kind of heart wrenching too when Chris Pine's
That
like, "Where are you
moment.
going? What are you doing?" And he's just like telling him to go.
Yeah,
Ben Foster just telling him to go, and like,
you just knew.
That
Be
look in
safe.
Ben Foster's eyes when he like looks over his glasses.
yes,
He's
oh
like,
my god,
I
yes,
love you, brother.
right?
You know
I love
that?
little brother, and
Like that moment, I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm just like, damn, he's about to go fucking be the distraction,
Yeah.
and he was quite the distraction when he poured like drove to the top of the mountain, poured the gasoline in the car and lit
Yeah.
it, the truck, and like jumped out. I was like, what the fuck? No! And it just blows up. Like, it was amazing.
And when he's that whole sequence when he's on top of the hills sniping,
Yeah, I
And-
knew when he had the carpet rolled up. I'm like, sniper
Alberto.
rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys like
Scott.
start hating Ben Foster
A
after
little
he
bit.
shot Alberto?
Yeah.
As soon as
Yeah,
he
a
got
little
shot, I was
bit.
like, "Fucking Ben Foster's killed like one of my favorite characters."
Yeah,
That fuck.
I kind of hated him.
Yeah.
and
When he-
Jeff Bridges' reaction.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
my
was
God.
yeah.
My reaction, I was
I was
like,
like,
what the fuck?
Yeah.
They
Like, he-
didn't. They
Well,
couldn't.
he sat there and he was just like, Alberto's just sitting there with his gun, just like
They're laughing.
looking up, and he shoots and he misses, and everyone's like, "Oh shit!" And Alberto doesn't move at all. He's just like a fucking badass.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden, another shot goes, and just falls to the ground. Like, yo,
Just took
And
the
I love
wind
the
out
way
of it.
that scene was shot, or that specific shot.
Yeah.
was shot because the
Which
camera was focused on Jeff Bridges, like looking.
Yeah.
The focus was on Jeff Bridges.
yeah,
And
Yes.
Alberto was like just slightly out of frame,
Yeah.
out of focus. And I love how that's the way they shot it, where it was kind of, Jeff Bridges he was looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
And that sort of happened in the corner of his eye.
Like, they don't make like a huge thing out of his death, which
Yeah.
they did in No Country as well. Like, there's a character death in that happens like off screen. It's a major death. Kind of remind me of this. I'm like, they just like killed this guy off like so unceremoniously, like just
I love that.
Like in other movies, it would have been like a slow motion.
Slow
like,
motion.
like
sad music. Yeah, slow motion. Yeah.
And they would have like dwelled on Jeff Bridges' like close up of his face, like surprised.
He would have lived too. Jeff Bridges would just be holding him, be like, "I'm gonna get you out of here," and like drag him to safety, like some bullshit. But not this movie. This is what we call a good movie.
Yeah.
Incredible. And then
Okay.
Jeff Bridges is just instantly like, "You, how close can you get me up there?" And he just like jumps in the truck and goes, and like
He
treks,
gets his revenge.
just sweating like a beast, climbing those. I'm like, did they really make him climb a mountain? He's fucking like,
He's gassed. He's like out of
dying.
breath.
yeah. And the guy's just like, it's my gun. I better take the shot. You look pretty gassed. Not on your life. Just takes it. Oh, it's incredible. And then we can say it. Spoilers section. Yeah, just pops Ben Foster in the fucking head like a gangster. I was like, damn.
Amazing.
It was crazy because like the way the movie builds it up so that you, like you're saying, Tim, you love Ben Foster and you're loving these brothers, but then you see like it's crazy, like because he's doing it to protect his brother, but what he's doing is like evil.
He's, like, murdering cops.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm like, wow, this guy's like a piece of shit, but at the same time, like I admire the love of the two brothers. Like I'm like, wow.
That's kind of why
They're
he did
pieces
it,
of
right?
shit, but
He
they
went
love
down
each
in like
other.
a blazing glory, so that like that would
Yeah.
be it.
But like, how fucked up is that? Like,
Yeah.
killing cops and like, ooh, it's fucked.
And I really loved the end of this movie.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That last sort of
The end.
sequence where Jeff Bridges is now retired. This is sort of
Incredible.
aftermath, and he just
Incredible.
can't let it go.
Yeah.
The fact that he knows that Chris Pine's character like had to have been the other bank robber, and no one else is buying it. Like I love how the little kind of tidbit of the waitress didn't identify him
Yeah.
because basically because Jeff Bridges took her tip.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know who that is. Like she clearly would have known.
Oh, for sure.
She'd be like, yep, that's him. But because she was so pissed off that he took her like massive tip that the brothers gave, or
Small
that
The other,
Tasman gave her.
the other thing,
Texas.
like the three other guys were sitting at the table, right? They did not give a description. Like they said, no, don't think that was him. They said they showed a photo to them. They're like, no, don't think that was them. But at the same time, they told Jeff Bridges that they didn't feel bad for this bank at all because it's been robbing them for 30 years.
Yeah.
So like
it's just kind of funny that they were standing behind them somehow.
Yeah.
Like just a little thing like that.
That last conversation.
But the conversation though was
misty-eyed. Like it was incredible. Just Chris Pine and Jeff Bridges standing off like that was like amazing, and it was also intense. It was like, holy fuck, are they gonna like draw on each other?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Chris Pine standing there like at the gate with his gun. I was like, fuck. Like, this is like the most intimidating I've ever seen Chris Pine.
Right. Me too.
What's that movie with De Niro and Al Pacino?
The Internship?
Heat.
It is Heat, isn't it?
Where they each square off?
Where they sit down at the diner?
Yes.
It reminded me of that because in Heat they had never met in the movie, and that's the only time they meet in the movie is that one moment, and they're just head to head, toe to toe, right?
Yeah.
And it's reminded me of this movie where like these characters never met yet. This is the first time.
That's right.
Because it's sort of like there's these two independent stories of the brothers and then the Rangers, right? And then at the end they finally are face to face and they square off, and I loved that back and forth. Yeah. And the way it ended, how he's like, if you ever want to like finish this conversation like with me, and he's like, oh yeah, like I don't know, just the way they're going back and forth, like I just love that.
Chris Pine's just like, maybe I'll show you peace, and he's like, maybe I'll show you peace.
Chewing but never eating.
Incredible. Just and like I love how his family comes home, and he's just like, just basically like in not so many words, just protecting my family, just like setting up my family for the future.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck.
It would be. There's another thing that we have to acknowledge how many amazing shots there were, like just like gorgeous.
I never even said that yet. Fucking gorgeous,
like, especially like the last final shot, stunning.
The crane shot.
Yeah, the crane shot that like went
Jeff
down
Bridges.
into the field there, and just credits.
Just sits in the grass.
But it wasn't just that. It was like it started on Jeff Bridges getting in the car.
Yeah.
It went up and then showed the oil
the pumps,
oil rig pumps, and then the car drives away, and then it pans down into the grass, and then credits.
There's a bunch of those, like especially when they were wrestling, like when it was dark out, it was like the perfect blue. It was like blue, but it was night blue.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
All those like sunsetting shots.
Even going back to the very beginning, the first shot of when they hold the woman up at the door of the bank, and it starts on her car, and she goes to park, and then it shows their car, and the camera turns and it shows them going behind parking.
Yeah.
And then she's walking up to the door. She throws her cigarette in the cigarette butt holder, and then she walks up to the door, and the guys come around to the other side.
You saw them go at, like? Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I didn't know.
Has them driving by.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Amazing.
I didn't notice that until like they actually put the gun to the back of her head.
Amazing.
Shit, I missed all.
Yeah,
that.
it was that blue like Corvette or whatever it was.
I was shocked. I hadn't heard of anything that this director did before. I was looking at his filmography. He's done a lot of movies.
I know Startup. I haven't seen
Really?
it, but it's with Jack O'Connell. Is in it.
Oh yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn.
So this guy's upstate.
It's like a British like crime movie.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I hadn't heard of a single one. I was like, wow, okay, well, he's on my radar now.
Wow. Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be in contention for my top movies of this year. I
think so. Yeah.
It'll be top 10. It has to be top 10
Really?
at the end of the year. Yeah.
It hasn't been a great year.
It's been a great year so far.
So when a movie like this comes around, it's like
it's top 5 right now.
This, Green Room, and like
I got the
Civil
Witch.
War. I think are my best 3 review movies that we've seen.
fuck. I'm gonna have to go back. It's not been a great year for like blockbusters.
No.
Yeah,
Definitely not
summer.
for blockbusters. Jesus Christ.
Weak summer.
Civil War is like the only good
Hey,
one.
Assassin's Creed's coming.
It's coming.
Doctor Strange.
Rogue One is coming. I think you meant to say.
Right. Let's move on then into our news topics. A couple trailers to talk about this week.
All right.
Firstly, Ben, a little trailer. Movie that's actually playing at TIFF. Just a little heads up, guys. We're gonna be going to TIFF this year.
Are we?
Toronto International Film Festival. Timothy
Are
is
we?
not. He cannot attend this year. But this movie is called American Pastoral, playing at the Toronto International Film Festival, starring Ewan McGregor Dakota Fanning and Jennifer Connelly, directed by Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Does anyone know if, is this his directorial debut?
Ewan
I think so.
McGregor.
You might know one other, actually. I'm not positive.
I'll let you know in a minute.
We will search
Check
the
my
mem
memories.
banks.
I can't quite tell you the synopsis, but it seems like
Ooh, I know.
Ewan McGregor, Jennifer Connelly, married couple. Dakota Fanning is the daughter, and she gets caught up in some bad business. Set in, I'm guessing, probably the 60s?
Looks like it's 60s.
60s set? Tim, you have an idea?
No, that's pretty much it, yeah. She gets involved in like a...
Some shady, probably
sort of-
anti-establishment group. She bombs,
She bombed the post
involves
office.
bombing a post office.
IMDb
Tim, what do you think of this trailer, though? Does
This is a great trailer.
Right?
Just the way it's cut is fantastic. There's pretty much no talking the whole time. It's just
Right.
like music with like scenes being shot, but you can figure out like what's happening.
You get
like,
the emotions.
and then that opening shot scared the shit out of my audience when we were watching it.
Amazing.
Because it's just like this slow pan of this guy coming out. He's raising the American flag at his shop. He goes back in, and then just massive explosion, blows
Crazy.
up, and then like trailer goes from there. But I love the trailer. I'm excited for this movie.
Awesome. Tyler, your thoughts?
I'm also
Looking
pretty
forward?
excited for this movie. I like the way that it was. It's not a traditional trailer.
No.
I thought that was very cool, very well cut. I liked it. I'm very excited for it. I didn't even recognize Dakota Fanning at first.
No, she looks.
She's much older.
Yeah, she looks considerably older.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor, I was kind of thrown up. He looks looks a little different. I was kind of thrown off by that as well. But like, it just looks great. Very excited for it.
Yeah, I think this movie looks fantastic, and that's the one thing about these smaller budget, sort of like indie flicks,
Yeah.
that are not like beholden to like having to have this like really highly edited, like highly like marketed trailer come out. They can focus on just cutting a good trailer that really showcases the movie the best.
Yeah.
And it's not like the Suicide Squad trailer where it's all like, you know, trying to play to demographics and like what the audience wants
The
and all
Switties of
this.
the world.
Yeah, trying to play to that,
Yeah.
which really annoys me sometimes when trailers are misleading
Mm-hmm.
when they do stuff like that. But a movie like this, like I didn't even know about this movie until this week.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous poster for it as well.
Really?
Toss that up.
Oh boy, that's
You guys
beautiful.
seen what we're seeing?
Jesus.
Beautiful.
Amazing. So yeah, I love these indie flick trailers.
Yeah,
and
because the trailers. You're right. These trailers like capture like the
actual
like spirit of the movie. Like you get a feel of like how it's going to play out. Like Moonlight was one that we watched a couple weeks ago. I think the movie's going to feel a lot like that trailer.
I hope.
Then you get like Suicide Squad that felt nothing like that trailer.
right.
Despite how hard they tried.
Yeah, I hate the way those trailers are cut.
Yeah.
But I think Ewan McGregor looks great. There's a lot of like crazy like emotional scenes. It looks like people are like snapping. So I love it. I'm excited for Ewan McGregor as a director. Adam, what's your thoughts?
I thought this trailer was great.
Yeah.
Amazingly cut. I don't know if the movie will be amazing, obviously, but it's a fantastically, again, cut trailer. I don't know if Ewan had a say in it or not, but I was astonished when it said directed by Ewan McGregor. I was like, whoa!
I was baffled too.
This was like the opening shot of the trailer with the store exploding or whatever. Amazing. Like, amazingly directed. I'm like, what the fuck? Ewan McGregor, you have skills like that? It's amazing.
Scotty and I saw this last night. We looked at like as soon as like, it was like, okay, good, awesome, trailer's good, and then like it said top directed by Ewan McGregor. We both looked at it and were like, oh,
Right. His feature
okay.
film directorial debut, I just read. So,
Wow, awesome.
What was he
Looks
also
like
did Tube Tales? What was that?
it
Something
was a
1999.
segment in a movie.
Okay, so it wasn't a
Yeah.
feature.
It was just like a scene, basically.
Okay.
This is his first actually directing a
Full-length
film.
feature length.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought the acting looks great. Jennifer Connelly looks good. Ewan McGregor himself looks great. Yeah, couldn't be more excited.
Awesome.
Really.
Don't think we'll be seeing it, Tiff. But
Right.
Definitely not.
Definitely not for Tim. It's
yeah,
sold out.
I'll definitely be checking it out later this year when it comes out. I don't know if there is a date yet
It's
A lot of
an
these-
Oscar-y movie.
The poster says October.
Oh, does it?
Really?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of these like limited release movies. It's hard to know when they're going to be available to us.
The layman like us.
Yeah,
The civilians.
but
Filth.
let's move on into
Another
the
movie.
next trailer. Another instant classic, I can tell. From Rob Zombie, a movie called 31.
Rob Zombie.
Yes,
He directs things.
he does.
Also sings.
Occasionally.
On
Oh,
on
let's mention
side.
that before we move on from Hell or High Water. Sorry,
What the fuck?
Nick Cave, who did the score for Assassination of Jesse James, did the score music for that as well.
Wow.
Thanks for letting us know. That was
Classic
2 topics
Tim.
ago.
Classic.
But,
Tim.
You just remember me when you said music. Sorry.
Gotta get that assassination shout out in there, eh?
I guess it's the story of
I'll let it
these
out.
people that get captured by weird people. And
Typical. Yeah.
it's like basically
Sounds
that.
about right.
Basically, I'm gonna imagine it's like a mix between a Hunger Games and The Purge, but if Rob Zombie
Wow.
directed it.
Not bad. Not bad. Do we want,
What do you-
like, I have the IMDb synopsis. Should I just read it out?
Sure, because I didn't really get
Something.
it from the trailer.
Five carnival workers are kidnapped and held hostage in an abandoned hell-like compound where they are forced to participate in a violent game, the goal of which to survive 12 hours against a gang of sadistic clowns.
Mm-hmm. So Purge versus Hunger Games, directed by
Yeah.
Rob Zombie.
You nailed it.
Right.
Pretty much hit the nail on the head there.
Oh,
Adam, what are your thoughts, Adam? You have some
Well,
information there?
It literally looks like a joke. I was thinking, like, is this real? This
It's a
isn't
fake
real.
trailer.
This can't be real.
Yeah, it looks like one of those Grindhouse trailers that came out.
Right. It looks like someone like me. Like, if I had to make a trailer that for a fake Rob Zombie movie, this is what I would make. It's like self-parody. He's like Michael
this
Bay
point,
or something.
yeah.
At this point, I just read Malcolm McDowell's in it. That's insane.
You didn't recognize him? He's wearing like the whole like.
Are you being
the
sarcastic?
he's in the trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
White
What?
face, huge white wig.
He narrated a couple times.
The bourgeoisie.
Sure.
Bourgeoisie.
No,
Look.
didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It debuted at Sundance. I just accidentally saw a nice 11 out of 100 Metacritic score. So
No!
it's getting mixed reviews.
Oh no!
Get
Mr.
hype.
Zombie, no!
You've ruined this movie for me, Adam.
I also read. Sorry, Ty. I also read that it's Rob Zombie's, and this doesn't shock me, first crowd-funded movie.
Because no one else would do it.
Looks like the product.
No. No studio in their right mind would fund this.
They're like, I'm sorry, it's about what? Kickstarter has a nice website. Go apply, Robert.
Get some Patreon
my God.
oh, fuck.
donors for you.
Apparently, some of the I think they're called forest goons, were people who pledged the most on Kickstarter.
Whoever bets the most money, you can have a part in the movie.
You can be chased by clowns
Oh,
for 12
fuck.
hours.
They should be killed if they pledge to support this movie. But no, yeah.
So you think it looks good?
On a serious note, it looks good. I'm really excited. No, it looks. I don't. This doesn't. I don't know. This defies a critical analysis. This looks like shit. I don't know. It's your typical Rob Zombie, like disgusting. Like I feel like I have to shower. Like vile, unpleasant trailer. Like this brought me like even
Discomfort.
Even scary movies can bring a certain sense of joy. Like wow, that was well made. Like The Exorcist. Like wow, you know, like there's a sense of art to this. This is just like watching like gross, disgusting. Like I feel sick.
From horror mastermind Rob Zombie.
Here's a thought I just had. Rob Zombie has a way of... I compare him to Zack Snyder.
Okay. Let's hear this. They're both shit.
Visually, he has a certain flair.
He has a visual style.
Visually,
I will say that. Yeah.
very distinct, very like in your face, but like memorable shots.
Yeah.
Like there's certain shots in the trailer, like shit, that actually it looks good, like visually. What's happening? Looks like schlock, like pure
Yeah.
like garbage, right?
Yeah. Yes,
But visually,
right.
the way he's shooting it, like it has a certain like Zack Snyder, like just like fetishizing like cool poses and like shots and like angles and stuff.
Like the guy from Dark Knight, like putting his makeup on. All that,
Yeah, that looked really
stuff.
cool.
That looked cool. I will admit.
Right? Like
Can't
you
tell-
gotta.
can't count his name.
I don't think you can argue with that. That he has this. It looks interesting visually.
I will give it that. It has a unique look. I don't enjoy it.
But besides
whatever, but yeah.
Besides that,
I
it
get the
doesn't-
horror community. I think is like excited. Like my girlfriend loves these like schlocky horror movies, and her whole family. And I was at a funny story. I was at like a family event with her uncle's birthday. I hadn't seen this trailer, or I guess a trailer came out for this movie, something, a TV spot, something. Her whole family's like, I will go see that in the theater. We have to, like, we don't go see every movie in the theater, but this we'll go see. This looks amazing.
It's not gonna make it to theater.
Yeah,
boy.
if we're lucky.
possibly.
Yeah, is there a release? Like, is this coming to the theater?
I don't know.
Coming to the Walmart $5 bin near you.
Yeah, it's got to be like Netflix or something. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, I'm done.
Not much more to say besides all that stuff. Looks like trash. 100% trash. I won't be seeing
Good
it.
looking trash, like a polished turd, or no?
No. Maybe like that. I don't know. No.
Not even that.
No. Trash.
Awesome,
That's my review of it.
Tyler.
This looks like the stupidest trailer I think I might have ever seen in my entire life. I've
Really?
seen stupid trailers.
You-
We saw the
seen some-
Ghostbusters trailer.
I've
I've
seen
seen
some
that.
doozies.
That
I've seen
was
some
fun.
bad movies.
I've seen
Oh.
some shit movies. This looks fucking disgusting. And not even like in a cool horror kind of way.
That's
it
what I was
just
trying to-
looks like
Yeah.
like
Thank
unkept, disgusting. I'm not.
What's that? Yeah, just like
Unkept.
that movie that's coming out. Miss Peregrine's Home for the Children.
That looks phenomenal, Scott. You bite your
Fucking
tongue.
garbage.
You
Yeah, it
bite your
looks like
tongue.
garbage.
At least it didn't need crowdfunding.
True.
Yeah,
Well, when you're
fair.
Tim Burton,
That's fair.
yeah,
you can,
Fund your own garbage.
Yeah.
finagle your way into funds somehow.
exactly. But this just looks
Mr. Zombie cannot, however.
stupid. I'd say go back to singing, but honestly, I don't enjoy your music that much either. So if you could fall off the face of the earth, I'd appreciate it.
Sad.
You know what? I don't feel comfortable with you trashing Rob Zombie's music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how dare you?
So-
I will be fair. I like his
You know
music.
what?
I don't.
You're dead to me.
Honestly,
I'm just kidding.
it's nothing spectacular to me. I don't.
Dragula is a great song, and that's it.
It's good. Living Dead Girl too. It's pretty
I'm
good.
like
Don't know these songs.
this. Just it
You guys
looks.
don't know Dragula? It's good.
amazing.
This doesn't even look like a trailer. It looks like a compilation.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it-
stop making movies, Rob Zombie, please. I don't
Like,
know what you're doing.
This doesn't even look like a trailer. Like I know I complain about linear trailers, like timelines, because to me I got lost. But this was just stupid. Like they didn't make any sense to me.
See, again, I equate him to Zack Snyder. If someone else wrote a movie for him,
Maybe,
I
yeah.
I feel like,
yeah.
because he like writes and directs this stuff, right?
No.
Does he? Are we sure? I'll look it up in
I'm
a
pretty
minute.
sure.
Let's pray.
But yeah, I feel like same with Zack
Yeah.
Snyder. Like he doesn't know how to like make a good story.
No.
You know what I mean?
He's not a storyteller.
Yeah, he's just like a visual,
He's a-
purely visual and visceral like
Yeah.
filmmaker.
Yeah.
Should be a
Just
cinematographer.
shock and gore, but I feel like he has potential. He's not being fulfilled.
That's it.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Episode 61 of the Up Real Late podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate, and you can find us on iTunes and YouTube at UpRealLate, and you can follow me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTye, T-Y-E.
Ty put in a whole bunch of movies.
I
from
went,
last week. He went hard.
I kind of took advantage of the fact that I don't sleep. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I went all night and literally just clicked every movie. And even I was surprised at how many I got.
60.
I was astonished.
Did you break 100?
Broke 1,000, Scott.
Astonishing.
Baffling.
It's got to be a trick. You can follow me, Adam, on Twitter at Franny25 and on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
You can follow me, Scott, and
Oh, God.
I won't do that.
Yeah,
That was-
please, dear God.
It's almost
Oh,
offensive.
Letterboxd.
No, it is.
Up Real Scott. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, keep it real, guys.